Hello everybody. In this video, I am going to give an update on my portfolio and show you all of my positions. Let's get started. Right now, my portfolio is worth $230,190.74. In the past year, I am up $80,351.88. Year to date for the year 2025, I am up $72,912.59. Today was a green day for me. I was up $4,177.66. Let's go over my options. I'm selling Amazon Amazon $255 covered calls. These expire November 28. My return $1,014. I'm selling Delta Airlines $57 covered calls. These expire November 28. My return $1,700. I'm selling Google $280 covered calls. These expire November 28. My return, I am down $75.99. I'm selling Robinhood $125 covered calls. These expire November 28. My return, I am down $1,950. I'm selling SoFi $35 covered calls. These expire November 28. My return, $4,096. For my cryptocurrencies, I have Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Avalanche. I got these for free from Robinhood's New Year event last year. For my stocks, I have 6,400 shares of SoFi. SoFi is at $29.94. My average cost, $5.70. My return, $155,146.05. I have 1,000 shares of Robinhood. Robinhood is at $140.38. My average cost, $140.11. My return, $275. I have 300 shares of Google. Google is at $284.84. My average cost, $240.45. My return, $13,316.85. I have 300 shares of Amazon. Amazon is at $248.89. My average cost, $219.10. My return, $8,937. I have 1,000 shares of Delta Airlines. Delta Airlines is at $58.28. My average cost, $56.64. My return, $1,635.07. My buying power is $185,901.60. For my margin, this is a margin account, and I'm using, how much am I using? I'm using $287,025.71 of margin. My margin buffer is 49.24%. My margin buffer indicates how close I am to a margin call. The higher my buffer percentage, the lower my risk of getting a margin call. Since I'm at 49.24% margin buffer, I'm not that close to getting margin called, so I think I'm fine for now. For my interest that I'm paying, my annual rate is 4.75% interest. The daily interest that I am paying is $21.81, and I am using $1,000 of margin interest free. So something new that I added to my portfolio today is actually Robinhood. I got 1,000 shares of Robinhood, and I bought these at an average of $140.11. I bought those today, and I sold covered calls on those Robinhood shares. As you can see here, I'm selling the Robinhood $125 covered calls. These are already below the current price. Robinhood's at $140 right now, and I chose a strike price of $125. So I did this with the intention of getting these shares get called away. So Robinhood reported earnings today, and here's an article that talks about it. It says Robinhood Markets surpasses Q3 earnings and revenue estimates. Robinhood Markets Incorporated, ticker symbol HOOD, came out with quarterly earnings of 61 cents per share, beating the Zacks consensus estimate of 51 cents per share. This compares to earnings of 17 cents per share a year ago. Wow, that's a huge jump. These figures are adjusted for non-recurring items. This quarterly report represents an earnings surprise of plus 19.61%. A quarter ago, it was expected that this company would post earnings of 31 cents per share when it actually produced earnings of 42 cents per share, delivering a surprise of plus 35.48%. Over the last 4 quarters, the company has surpassed consensus EPS estimates 4 times. Robinhood Markets, which belongs to the Zacks financial investment bank industry, posted revenues of $1.27 billion for the quarter ended September 2025, surpassing the Zacks consensus estimate by 4.96%. This compares to year-ago revenues of $637 million. Wow, that's like double. The company has top consensus revenue estimates 4 times over the last 4 quarters. The sustainability of the stock's immediate price movement based on the recently released numbers and future earnings expectations will mostly depend on management's commentary on the earnings call. Robinhood Markets shares have added about 267.2% since the beginning of the year versus the S&P 500's gain of 15.1%. Jeez. Why didn't I invest in Robinhood? I mean, they went up so much. I mean, I'm glad I invested in SoFi, but wow, Robinhood has gone way up since the beginning of the year. Sorry, wrong one. I'm going to go to the Robinhood here. Year to date for the year 2025, yeah, it's up huge. 263.57%. Oh my goodness. If I put all my money into this, I could have had more money, but it is what it is. So I poured a lot of money into it now, but I capped my gains because I did covered calls that are already below the share price. So I did this with the intention of these getting called away. I wasn't sure if it was going to drop huge based on bad earnings or not, so I kind of just chose 125. But regardless, I did this just to gain an overall small profit from these covered calls. Now, I think I've received comments in the past asking me to show the exact dollar amount that I would get, right? So let me do that right now. So what you do is you go to the covered calls, right? And then you go to the break-even price. So in this case, the break-even price of these covered calls will be $144.40. So $144.40. And then you subtract the average cost of the shares. Average cost $140.11. So $144.40 minus $140.11. That's $4.29. And then you multiply it by the number of shares. So I have 1,000 shares. So $4.29 times 1,000 shares. So at expiration, if Robinhood stays above $125 at expiration, then overall I would make a total profit of $4,290. So by buying the Robinhood shares and then selling these Robinhood $125 covered calls, if Robinhood stays above $125 per share at expiration, I will make a total profit of $4,290. So that gives you an idea of how much profit I'm expecting from these covered calls. Now, I still do have quite a bit of buying power, and I want to use it on more covered calls. I might just buy more Robinhood and do some more $125 covered calls that expire on the 28th of this month. I might just do that. Yeah. So I have 1,000 shares already, and I'm selling covered calls on those to gain about a $4,290 profit. If I do another 1,000, that means I doubled that, right? So maybe I'll aim to gain a 9,000 or like $8,000 to $9,000 profit overall if I spend the rest of my buying power on some more Robinhood covered calls. I could do that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I mean, really, the only way I get screwed is if Robinhood crashes so hard, well below $125 per share. But they reported earnings already, so something would have to happen like really out of the ordinary in order for things to crash, and that's within the next 23 days. So I'm just gonna take the chance and do it. And if things go horribly wrong, then they go horribly wrong. It is what it is. I'm willing to take that risk. All right, that's pretty much it for this portfolio update. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me go over my positions and telling you guys what my plan is in the near future and what I'm gonna do with my money. If you guys like this type of content, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll keep on making more of these videos. But that's pretty much it for this update for now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.